My name is Engineer Shammah Kiteme. I'm a civil engineer. I'm a professional registered engineer with Engineers Board of Kenya and a corporate member of Institution of Engineers of Kenya. I am vying to the position of Ordinary Council member in the IEK 2020 to 2022 council elections that will be happening on 23rd March 2020. I have over 10 years experience having worked with a contractor consulting firm and rising to the ranks to be an engineering and facilities director in one of the big organizations in this country. My agenda is a full implementation of the IEK strategic plan 2019-2023, and we're going to focus on intentional, strategic and tactical advocacy. We're also going to focus on the welfare of engineers. We're also going to focus on capacity building for engineers to be able to enable our firms to do joint ventures, to be able to win contracts that have been going to foreigners. Going for the strategic plan. The strategic plan has 5 goals. Number 1 is growth of membership. Number 2 is relevance. Number 3 is expertise. Number 4 is revenue growth. Number 5 is institutional capacity building. Now these goals, they are well detailed in the implementation matrix that includes the actions, that includes the indicators and the metrics to measure the performance as to whether the implementation is going on as planned. There's a time and budget aspect, and I'll be keen to focus on that. My achievements include having chaired the strategic planning committee that delivered the strategic plan. I've also represented engineers in the building code committee that was appointed by the PS Infrastructure Major General Retired Gordon Kihalangwa, where we incorporated the interests of engineers. And one of the major achievements is the fact that we will not be having building service engineers as it were. We are going to be having mechanical engineers and electrical engineers, all submitting their designs and drawings at the approval stage, the way architects and structural engineers have been submitting their drawings. Additionally, I have sat in the Committee of Coalition of Built Environment Professionals, who have been looking into issues of approval of plans when you submit to the council. My second achievement is that I sat in the National Committee that has been revising the building code, the committee that was appointed by Major General Retired Gordon Kihalangwa, where I represented the interests of engineers, seconded by IEK. One of the big achievements we are going to have when the building code is enacted is that we are not going to have building service engineers anymore. Rather, we are going to have mechanical engineers and electrical engineers submitting their drawings for approval, just like architects and structural engineers have been submitting before developments are approved. My third achievement is that I've been able to build local partnerships that have been able to participate in IEK functions in terms of sponsoring events, and that is, I'm proud of that, and we intend to continue building on this. Another achievement I've managed to have is that I build networks locally and globally, engineers from South Africa to Siberia, from Australia to Alaska, which I'm going to be able to tap in for continued partnerships globally to continue to empower our engineers. For this reason, I offer proven leadership with a track record, and I'm asking you to vote for me as an ordinary council member so that we can continue to restore the L in our engineering profession. L standing for advocacy, welfare, and empowerment of engineers. Thank you. My name is Engineer Shammah Kiteme. I'm vying for the position of Ordinary Council member in the IEK 2020 to 2022 council elections that are happening on 23rd March 2020. Please come and vote for me.